Hello everybody, welcome to Tuesday. I was about to say Monday and I was spitting all over my mouth. Tuesday's live class. I'm so excited to be here as everybody's coming on. Let me know where you're tuning in from, and to all you new people in the community, welcome. We are so excited that you are here. And today, if you are new and this is your first class, this is going to be super exciting. I'm always looking down here because I'm actually looking at the notes. I'm filming from my camera. This is a new thing I started doing, and then I'm using the computer to check your guys' comments. Yes, I am. So let me know. Let me put it on not disturb. And we're gonna get this party started right. I can see all these beautiful new welcome posts. We are here. I'm just gonna pin us. Love you guys are on bright and early. I love that. I love that. I love it. And early. Okay, so why is this not? I'm trying to mark as announcement. There we go. Hey Eddie, I can see Eddie is watching. Sorry, I have something in my throat. This is strange. Anyway, if you don't want to, hi Adrian, my love bug. If you do not want to, oh my God, normally the camera is over here and now it's over here and I have to get used to it. So if you see me looking this way, it's because I'm getting used to this setup. So if you don't, hi Loss, is that how you pronounce your name? Sorry, I'm really bad at pronunciations, so please do not, don't get insulted. Yes, say hi to each other. Let us know where we are. You know, we're from all over the world. And if you don't want to say hi, if you're a little shy, then give me a heart. Do not give me a thumbs up. I don't like the thumbs up. I'm special like that. I like the hearts. I'm full of love. Like my son says, his heart is full of love. And if you were watching the replay, hashtag replay, okay? Let me see how. Yeah, better. So today's gonna be exciting. But I'm not gonna go over. There's so many things actually to cover. I forgot to make my notes. So for all the new people, we have re-uploaded the Quantum Leap codes. They are now in the new software, which is still on Facebook, okay? If you go to the welcome message, you should be able to find that. You can just go to recent media or look at the pictures, and then you can see the welcome post picture of me smiling, saying welcome. Go click the link in there, and it would take you to the Quantum Leap codes. It's really beautiful, all organized. I'm still adding details to it, okay? I just did this kind of quick and dirty. I wanted to get it up for you guys because the videos have been edited and sitting there and waiting for me, but I'm waiting for a guy who's supposed to build it out for me, but he's on holiday. So I have no patience and I kind of just figure things out. So I figured out the software kind of, but it's not, there's going to be more details in there. There might be some workbooks coming in there and stuff like that. But for right now, you have all the videos nicely lined up. They are, there has been noise, what is it called? Like sound, what is it called when you, sound has been mastered on it. There's some music on it, so it feels good. There is some referral links. So we're gonna do some fun stuff with the referral links. If you refer people, it's gonna open up some kind of present for you, but we're gonna see if you like the software. So I'm not gonna put too much work into it until I see that people actually are enjoying it. And if you don't want to go there and watch the codes, then you have them inside the guide still in section 9. There's also just been uploaded for the Quantum Leap Code 5, which is the journaling. Yes, I just uploaded prompts, journal prompts for every day, okay? So every day that you're doing your the Quantum Leap Master Code, which is the magic morning, you can have a journal prompt, and then from there on you can go off and do your own ones. Sometimes the girls inside the group will post some with some prompts for you guys, okay? So today, so I go in and check obviously our community, and there's two things that happens for the new people when you guys, not the new people, all of you guys, nearly, I would say 90% of you guys who signed up. I have a ad running on Facebook where I ask you questions, right? Like, what would you want to manifest? What is your biggest obstacle? And then when you request to join the group, you have questions again in there. And it's simply because sometimes people just find us, you know, we are suggested by Facebook themselves if you're in a similar community, and then you come there. So sometimes it seems a little bit redundant, but there's a rhyme and a reason for it. It's for me, I go in and I actually check those questions, and I see a trend, right? And it's, you know, there's variations of your issues because the details of what you're going through are different, but the core of the issues are kind of the same. And I was seeing a lot questions or wishes to wanting to open up to receive more, right? Which was quite interesting because I just opened up their my signature program, which is the I Am Academy, which is a 3 months mentoring, what you call container with me, okay? And I just, this is the second time it's open, and I just did a new workbook for the, it's called the Academy, right? And so, oh, I think this you can't, I think this is, you can't mirror the screen, so this looks like it's backwards. But, so I did this workbook for the freshman week, which is a kind of a pre-work week when as people are starting to enroll before they get onto the modules where we start the work together. And this two things happened. There was the questions about opening up to receive, which is what I'm talking about inside this workbook, and then their students who were already in the program. So once you sign up for the program, anytime I update the program, you get all the updates, right? So some of the students came and said to me that some of the stuff I wrote in there in regards to purpose, which is also kind of what you call is symbiotic to opening up to receive, pointed out that the stuff that I put in here really kind of opened up some channels for them, and kind of started seeing life a little bit different, and could add a little bit more, what can you say, enjoyment and fun into this work. Okay, so, and then I thought to myself, you know what, let me share little bits and pieces from it today, because I think we can all learn from it, and I think it's very what do you say, relevant right now for the community, because this is what some of you guys are requesting. And it's, if I see like a few people requesting it, it's kind of how it works is that it becomes a collective consciousness. It's something that we are all more or less seeking, okay? So I'm gonna get into it because we are opening up the program here in 45 minutes, and I don't wanna miss out on anything. So some of it I'm gonna read directly. I'm gonna give you some stuff to work on, okay? And so you can rewatch the video. Okay, so I focus on in my I Am Earth Academy, I focus on wealth, okay? Manifestation of wealth. But with that said, you can use these principles in all areas of your life, okay? what I have experienced. So my journey started, my gateway, as I always call it, was through money, and it was through wealth. And it wasn't an issue of me being able to manifest it. It was an issue of me being able to manifest extreme amounts of wealth and then losing it again, not straight away, but over an amount of time. Okay. And I kept on repeating that pattern kind of every 5 years. And to the point where after it happened, I want to say the second time, I kind of started thinking, oh, there must be something to this, right? And I was never shy of therapy and all kinds of other things. But you start, it's the seed that is planted in you that starts your awakening, okay? And we all have it. So don't get turned off by me talking about wealth. Maybe that's not your problem. But as I say in here, no matter what your gateway is, okay, what I have experienced. So when I give you guys surveys, everybody who's in this community has been through either 3 to 10 questions, okay? And I have all of these surveys. So you see 1,800 people in here. I have 1,800 surveys of people that I go in and I see a common thread, right? And wealth, as I write in here, is the #1 excuse for people not living their dreams. But when a soul shifts their consciousness with wealth, the results achieved in other areas such as relationship, family, health, business quickly and easily shifts too. So if your whatever your gateway is, so let's say it's a relationship, let's say it's not being able to hold a relationship, or you can easily attract a relationship and then the person starts cheating on you and start treating you badly. Hey Kate, my love, then working on that will often shift all other areas of your life. Now there's 2 things in this. It's always a paradox, this work. Now, if this is the thing if that is your gateway and that's where you're really having the hardest of your problems, sometimes it's easier going in and starting, and we'll get into this here, it's easier going in and starting to work on other little things, okay? And this is what this community is about. And then your puzzle pieces will start coming together, okay? So, and when you do this work, you are going to be on a roller coaster of emotions, okay? It's very normal. You're not going to feel good all the time. It's not all going to be amazing all the time. It is going to be, you're going to be pushing yourself, and you're going to, because you're expanding, okay? I'm telling you, it's getting born, right? Yeah, it's a hard job for the mom, but I don't think it's an easy job for the kid to come through the birth canal, right? Or even if you have a C-section, that's not easy, right? Getting out in the bright light, having to take your first breath. Look at a caterpillar that turns into a butterfly, which is the metamorphosis, right? Which I just love that story. Its own enzyme starts attacking the larva's body, so it turns into goop. How painful do you think that is? Right? And then this beautiful freaking butterfly comes out. But with that said, it's not like, yeah, there's birthing classes and they teach you to go to the Lamas and breathe and all of that. For me, that was bullshit. The breathing didn't do anything. I was dying. I felt like when I was giving birth to my kids, right? But the second one was quite easy. But the first one, oh my God. So but I wasn't doing anything. It's not like I was thinking, okay, put the eyes there. Now do this week. Now this week, let's focus on the lungs, right? I was getting out of the way. All I had to do was eat, sleep, and make sure I was feeling good, okay? This is the same thing with manifestation. Manifestation is not a trying process. It's about alignment. It's about feeling good. It's about being in a good space. So you're going to start perpetuate more of that in your life, okay? So inside here, I put a quote by Florence Scovel-Shinn, right, which I love, and she says here, and this is another one to back up the things I'm teaching you guys all the time, right? To succeed in any undertaking, she says, any art or any trade or any profession, simply keep it ever persistently fixed in mind as an aim, okay? And Napoleon Hill talks about this as well, your definite aim, okay? And then study to make all effort towards it play or recreation. The moment it becomes hard work, we are not advancing. There you go, guys. It has to be. So we can manifest because we manifest all the time through tears, through persistence, to all these other things, okay? But why? And it can drive you up the wall. Sometimes it have nearly driven people crazy. I mean, I know it myself when I started out. I was about to sometimes lose it. Sometimes you want to give up on it. Other times you think you're losing your mind, right? It's about making it fun and making it playful. And one of the only ways that you can make it fun or playful is doing the alignment work. That is one of the ways, okay? Is doing the alignment work that we are giving you in here, which is the Quantum Leap Codes. And it's not doing it for 1 week. What I'm saying to you guys is focus in for 1 week, okay? And see where that week takes you. Now, then you can come back to me and say, it didn't do nothing for me, nothing shifted. But I will call bullshit on that, right? So, the next thing that you need to do, okay, is get very clear. Okay, so let me just see here if I should read the whole thing for you. Yeah, okay, let me read the whole thing because at the end of it, there's some questions that I want you guys to ask yourself. Hello, Christina. So, when we need to make things fun and playful, when we then, as Florence was talking about, right, have a definite aim, get clear about your aim. And this is what I'm writing here. I need you to get super clear about your intention for the first time through the academy. So just take those things out, whatever doesn't refer to you, okay? Knowing where you are at and where you want to be allows me to kick your ass and serve you in the most loving way. That's the same thing for you inside this community, okay? You've obviously arrived here with a desire to level up your wealth consciousness and all parts of your beautiful life, and the journey will be different for every single one of you. So use other people's wins as a proof that it can happen to you too, but do not compare yourself to other people, okay? My intention for you is simple. Even if you're in my academy, you are in the abundance and alignment container, you are in the inner circle, I don't care, okay? Is that you get exactly what you need and more, right? Which requires, sorry, that's my dishwasher. If you can hear the beep. Which requires you to be unapologetic about where you are at and your goals, okay? The quality of your questions will become the quality of your life. So learn how to start asking powerful questions such as, now you can put a, what's it called? A time mark here, okay? Here's the questions. What do I believe about money? If it's a relationship for you, if it's your purpose, if it's whatever it is here, okay? Career, whatever it is. What do I believe about myself? What do I like to believe? And how willing am I to show up for myself? That's probably one of the most important questions, okay? Because how willing am I to show up for myself? It's not just showing up and doing this work 1 hour a day with the Quantum Leap Codes, right? It's about what are you feeding your mind? What is your mental diet? Okay, where are you at in your mind? And I'm not talking, first of all, your TV, all the external parts. Who are you hanging out with? The TV that you're doing. I'm not, okay, let me step back. This is not for the rest of your life. This is for right now. If you are wanting to shift consciousness, if you're wanting to collapse the timeline between your and your high level desire, you need to buckle down on this, okay? There's no if, buts, and maybes about it. You want a different outcome, you have to put in a different energy, okay? And how do we do that? We are so used to working from the outside in, so let's do that to start with. Cut out people who are negative. If you have to go to work and deal with your boss, you figure out a way to make it more pleasurable by doing some maybe magic morning before you go to work, making sure that your foundation is stable, so when you go in there you're not reacting to the 3D, right? The music you listen to, And the more important part, and then now we're going to go to the inner universe, the more important part, so how you can really see, how you can really check yourself if you are moving off onto the wrong path. You might be doing all the right things out here, right? But what is your inner conversations? Are you arguing with your spouse in your head? Are you arguing with your friend? Are you arguing with your boss or your co-workers inside your head? That is an issue, okay? And that is what we need to start working on. You need to, as soon as you realize that, you need to start shifting it. You can put in some affirmations. You can do whatever makes you feel better. Go for a walk. Like when you stop smoking, you have to take that habit and fill in something better, something new with it. You can't just take the habit away, because there's something going to be missing, and then you're going to fill it up. And normally this is how people relapse in any kind of thing that they're trying to push out of their lives, okay? So the best thing I can suggest is people make a list of like 10 things that makes them feel good. And I don't care what it is. That play with your dog? Is it going having a hot bath? Is it going for a walk? Is it painting, drawing, writing, listening to good music? Okay. And when I say good music, and if you were, I have a lot of musicians in my life, and their craft comes through their pain. But if you're trying to shift, you can't do that work at this point in time. You have to give it a little bit of space. Like, let's say like a week, 21 days, where you go, okay, I'm not going to create from a place of pain. I'm going to create, if you want to create from joy and the good feelings that you have, then we can start, that we can work with. Not saying you can never create from that space again. That space is never going to get lost. Your genius is only going to get bigger as you start getting more into alignment. Okay, so make a list, have something that when the shit hits the fan, when you just had that phone call, or you coming home from work and feeling all, you can pull out your, because you're going to forget. Okay, pull out your list, go like, okay, I'm gonna do this right now, and then do it. Okay, keep yourself busy for a week to 2 weeks, like with good things, right? Meet up with the people who makes you feel good. And it's not anything big. It's not like you have to go to the spa and get a massage and doing all of this. But you can do things for yourself that doesn't cost money or cost anything but your time. So for me, I love hanging out. Like because your everyday gets so busy, like when I just really connect with my kids, when I really sit with them and we play games and we are having fun, it just takes me out of my misery, right? When I'm like in that unhealthy mental diet, okay? So that's the thing that you need to do, and ask yourself the questions that you ask yourself, okay, will what is it? I say here, the right question can spur your subconscious mind to feed you the right answers. So when you ask yourself powerful questions, your subconscious mind is like a loyal dog. It will go out and fetch the answers for you. It will fetch the breadcrumbs for you. It will lead you. It will make you see the things that you need to see to get to wherever it is that you need to be, okay? And some of the questions that I gave you was on the other things. So now we're getting into, okay, we're right on time. Cheers. So, that we don't need, let me see here. Okay. So the thing is here, when you're going to start, so let's say you're doing your magic morning or whatever it is, anybody's asking you to do anything, you may be signed up for a course, you're having some resistance towards it, right? The thing is that that's just your subconscious mind trying to protect you. It's your ego coming up, distracting you, okay? The most important part is just get started, okay? Just get started on whatever it is, okay? Don't worry about things being perfect, okay? Because what will happen? So, when you start new work, okay, so let's say you have a journal prompt and you're like, oh, I don't know if I'm doing it right. So let's say exactly the journal prompt, I'm describing a process, okay? You might not completely understand the process. You might start having questions. You might start having doubts. And that's very natural. Okay, so first of all, use the community, go in, everybody's here to help you. But it's very natural. It's a safety mechanism because your subconscious mind is there to keep you safe. Is that what is done? Your ego is there to keep you safe. Your ego don't want anything to change, okay? So you're going to start experience resistance, and resistance shows up in a way of you questioning yourself, doubting yourself, making yourself feel worse, right? But what happens, as I write here, is that just get started. Even if it's wrong, wrong is better than perfect. There's no wrong, but getting started is better than perfect, okay? Because what is happening is that your consciousness is going to start expanding, so everything is always evolving, okay? So as I write here, as your consciousness expands, some desires will evaporate, or might suddenly mean nothing, might suddenly feel small. So the important thing here is to just get started on whatever work that you have in front of you, whatever work you were drawn to, okay? I spent the first 40 years of my life chasing my purpose, and every time I thought I got it, it changed. Now I finally understand to not spend time on trying to figure it out, since everything is always evolving. Unfortunately, we have been indoctrinated to believe we need purpose. I believe we can find more happiness not feeling like we have to know our purpose. I believe we can find, okay, I just read that one for you, sorry. If we could instead wake up inspired every day, as it teaches us how to tune into our inspiration, our higher self, right? And then learn to trust ourselves to actually follow through. Is what I believe creates purpose. That are the things that I believe will create the steps for you towards your purpose. Your purpose is never, I dare to you to go out and ask somebody who are at the later stages of life that if their purpose, the purpose that they thought they were fulfilling, didn't change throughout life. There is stepping stones. Sometimes we have so I had a desire for math. I never knew why I was liking math. So I thought I had to be a scientist. So I went in to study science. Then I worked in the lab for a year, and I was like, no, I'm not going to go to university with this. I'm never going to do that because that is just a tedious thing. So later on in life, I found numerology. Then I started understanding sacred geometry. Then I was like, oh, the universe is all built on numbers, right? Binary, it's binary. So this is why I like numbers. And so suddenly the puzzle pieces started falling into place, okay? So let me just continue here. So again, I would say, if we could instead wake up inspired every day, as it teaches us how to tune into our inspiration, which is our higher self, right? And then learn to trust ourselves to actually follow it, is what I believe creates purpose. Following our inspiration each day makes it new, exciting, and fun. It is like following the breadcrumbs of the universe. I keep on telling you guys this all the time. Follow the breadcrumbs, right? Because they're there, they're laid out. So the question is, and this is what some people were asking about, how do we receive? And we're coming to the end now. It is, so how do we do that? By becoming an open receiver. And so how do we become an open receiver? Okay. And the best way to open up is creating wins after wins after wins. Okay. And this is what you're going to do inside this community. It's as simple as that. So I want you to make a list. I want you to start writing down all your brags, your wins, all the good things that happens. Everything that doesn't seem, it doesn't have to be that big. Like I told you the story when I have I had a dog, and then when I was living in LA, and we moved to Miami, and the dog couldn't be with us, and so I flew him here to Denmark, and he stayed with my sister, and now we in Denmark. And so the kids are like, I want the dog back. And I'm like, no, we're still traveling, right? So I have a part-time dog. And I went out walking with him. I'm not used to walking him here. So we went to this church, and the first day, he walks up to this area of the church, and there's this one blue glass, like right there on the pavement. And I started smiling because I thought it was just, you know, we always talk about blue glass, butterflies, and feathers, right? Manifesting these little things to start feeding into the creative power that we have, okay? To start building your belief, right? It starts supporting this work that you're doing. And then the next day when we came there was not one blue glass, there was 1 million blue glasses there laying around there. And I just started laughing because I thought it was so amazing, right? It's just me giving me confirmation you're on the right track. Synchronicities means that you are on the right track. So synchronicities can be things that mean something to you. Butterflies, blue glass, feathers in places where you might not see them. It can be numbers, so not just 1 1s or 2 2s or 3 3s or whatever. It can be your birthday, it can be or your wedding day or your kid's birthday or something that means something to you, okay? And it can be you thinking about a person and that person calling you. It can be you seeing stuff, so you can read something and then, or think about something, and then you stand and talking to somebody, or you're on the bus and then you hear somebody else talking about exactly what it was you were talking about, which is so random, right? Something that you're not thinking about all the time. That's synchronicities, and that shows you it can be different things. Sometimes when you are manifesting something, you get like half a manifestation. That's not really a synchronicity. It's more a birds before land. It kind of shows you that you are on the right way, or you are trying to manifest something and then somebody around you gets it. Or you go, like say on social media, and there's people you don't know that suddenly got that thing that you were trying to manifest, you know, let's say it's a car in that color, that make, and you go like, what the hell? And then people go like, oh, maybe I manifested it for somebody else. It's not. It's what I think it was Neville calling it birds before land, okay? Just means like you see it before it's coming. So at that point, instead, don't get upset with anything that you see. Celebrate it, okay? I would write that down. That's a win. And as you start winning more and more, your nervous system, okay? So that's another thing why we do the tapping, okay? Is to relax your nervous system. Your nervous system is going to start opening up more. Your mind is going to get out of the way. So psychosomatic, right? So psychosomatic is like you can have trauma in your body, right? So you will have an incident that you remember, and that trauma can live in your body somewhere. And it's basically your mind getting in the way of the body. And so what we're doing is we are connecting the body back with the mind, okay, with the consciousness, and because if you're not connected, you can't leave. It's like you can't leave your body to kind of draw your manifestation into the 3D world. So I hope our intent. I hate when I say I hope. I intend this all makes sense. Let me know if anybody has questions. I'm just checking right now the event because I put in there if anybody had any questions. Let me see if anything came in, or else I'm gonna get off now. We're gonna get on our first. Yeah, and so actually the I Am Academy is last day today. If you want to join, if you're interested in joining. I postponed it a week because we were supposed to have our first class last week, but due to some, what's it called? Time zone differences, it's pushed to this week. So we're actually starting today. So if you're interested, put I am inside the comment box. If you, for new people, okay, if you've never been in the program before, if you want to do the coaching again, you just put in alumni. And then we can talk. But yeah, we starting. Let me see here. Okay, I don't see anything. Why can't I get into the event? That's weird. Give me a second. see? Okay, I can't see. Okay, so it's not updating here. You guys' comments. Okay, here we go. Events. Events. Okay, here. Okay, now I see. No questions. Okay, my loves. As such, so today there is the new Quantum Leap codes, okay? Go to the welcome post, there's the link there. If you're watching this, some of the moderators could, if you are interested and you can't find the link, we can post the link. Just let us know that you want the link for the new Quantum Leap codes, okay? And the I Am Academy is last day today, so if you're interested in joining, put I am, okay, inside the comment box, and I will personally reach out to you and we will talk, okay, to see where you are at, and if the academy can help you, if I think it's a good fit for you, or I think you should be doing something else right now, we'll have that conversation, okay? So with that said, my loves, thank you for today. It was amazing. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comment box, and I will see you next week.